Thousands of spring deals just arrived at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save big on the season's best new arrivals from Adidas, Nike, Madewell, Steve Madden, Kurt Geiger London, and more, starting at only $30. Seriously, great brands, great prices. So rack your look for spring and get first dibs on the warm weather styles you want now, starting at just $30 at your Nordstrom Rack store.
This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 2743, How to Master the Art of Slowing Down by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. And I'm Justin Malik, and we'll jump right into today's post as we optimize your life. How to Master the Art of Slowing Down by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. Living in a new, smaller space, we've been spending more time together and really enjoying our new life in the city. By removing things like big house, yard, shed, mortgage, high utility bills, property taxes, car, clutter, and other stuff, we have even more time and attention to spend with each other. Because I realize that freezing time isn't realistic, I've decided to master the art of slowing down to enjoy each moment instead of rushing through to get to the next. It's our nature to be on two speeds, sleeping and go, go, go. As a society, we put so much value on getting things done that everyone is moving at an unsustainable speed to do it all. Everything suffers as a result, including the quality of the things we're doing because of our rush state, our connections and conversations because we are so distracted, and our own health as stress and burnout robs our energy and threatens our physical, mental, and emotional health. 8 essential lessons for mastering the art of slowing down. Number 1, wake up slowly. Instead of rolling out of bed and into your life, set your alarm clock 10 minutes early and take time to welcome the day. 10 minutes of gentle stretching, making your bed, and drinking a glass of water will remove the rush and noise and set the tone for the rest of the day. If you think you need coffee, morning news, or a dive into the email abyss before getting dressed, trade your habits for 7 days and see what feels better, not only in the morning, but all through the day. Create a morning routine with a focus on moving more intentionally throughout the day. Number 2, identify what is most important. In The Power of Less, Leo Babauta recommends choosing 3 most important tasks for the day and doing them first. Look at your to-do list. Chances are there are more than 3 things on that list and maybe more than 3 pages. What would happen if you had a list of only 3? As you ease into doing less, try rewarding yourself for staying focused on your 3 most important things by first taking a reading break, walk, or nap before you move on to anything else. Number 3, stop eating in your car. When you use time in your car to catch up on everything you don't have time for, you compromise your peace of mind and your safety. Until I realized that the only thing I needed to do in my car was drive, I thought it was the best place for distraction-free work, lunch, phone calls, and anything else that I didn't have time for during the day. Once you establish your car as a food-free, phone-free zone, you can focus on driving and enjoy the time you have to slow down between appointments or destinations. If the idea of only driving while you're in your car seems impossible, something's got to give. Number 4, choose people first. My mind chooses people first, but my actions don't always represent that. If I'm writing or working and someone interrupts me, I might throw out one of these go-away phrases. In a minute, give me a sec. I'll be done in 5 minutes and then I can talk. Think about when you use those phrases. Maybe you use them while working, but what about when you're checking Facebook, watching TV, doing laundry, or other things that may be way less important than people? It's frustrating to be distracted, but it's even more frustrating and hurtful to be dismissed. You can limit the need to use these phrases by setting loose expectations and letting people know what you need, and then by letting go of what you need for a minute, a sec, or 5 minutes to give the people you love what they need. They need you. Number 5, release regret. Every minute you spend wishing you had done things differently or being mad that things didn't turn out better is time that you could spend being grateful, writing a letter, hugging someone you love, enjoying a meal, taking a walk, creating something beautiful, or helping someone. Wallowing in regret might be a sign that you don't know what matters most to you right now. Redirect your attention to figuring it out. It'll change everything, and you deserve that. Number 6, cultivate dolce far niente. Doing nothing is hard work for some, and it takes practice. Dolce far niente is the sweetness of doing nothing and is an art form in itself. There are no rules, but when you begin to do nothing, keep in mind that the opposite of busy is not lazy. The opposite of busy is solitude. The opposite of being busy is being loving and grateful. The opposite of busy is stillness. All of those opposites are essential for your health, happiness, and relationships. Number 7, dump your fear of missing out. I'm on a little trip with my daughter for a couple of days, and we've been talking about all of the different things we can do. Today we could go hiking, swimming, take an alpine slide ride, explore the town, watch a movie, go out to eat, go bowling, and the list goes on and on. Instead, we decided to hang out by the pool if it's sunny and watch movies in bed if it's rainy. We'll miss several activities and options, but without the pressure of scheduling the day or bouncing from activity to activity, we can truly enjoy the time we have together. You miss opportunities all day long by choosing things that matter most, but what you will miss by trying to do it all and have it all can never be replaced. And number 8, breathe and start over. Return to the art of slow whenever you feel rushed or scattered. As soon as you notice that you're lost in the busyness of the day or your life, stop. Simply pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that you can choose slow. Speed and busyness is overrated. If we could put less value on the amount of things we get done and more value on how we treat people, including ourselves, perhaps we can master the art of slow. The next moment will come on its own time. For now, enjoy the one that is right in front of you. You just listened to the post titled, How to Master the Art of Slowing Down by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com.
There's a reason people call Myrtle Beach the beach. Here, you can become your best self. With 14 communities along 60 miles of beach, we have whatever you want, and we've got it by the boatload. Hang out by the water, go fishing, golfing, or shopping by day, and check out live music or a performance any night of the week. If this sounds like what you need, then this is where you belong. Plan your trip to the beach at visitmyrtlebeach.com.
Stoicism has been practiced by kings, presidents, entrepreneurs, and more. And Practical Stoicism is a podcast designed to go beyond the dense texts and help newcomers get comfortable with the practical aspects of the philosophy. Listening to Practical Stoicism is an incredible way to make a habit of self-reflection and constant learning. It's a breath of fresh air and a great way to press pause on the stress of your everyday life. I really enjoy this show and think you will as well. Find Practical Stoicism on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you to Courtney for the post. Doing nothing is one of the most difficult things to do, as funny as that sounds. I don't know if you've tried it. I was forced to do an experiment in college that was basically that. The professor on the very first day of class spent the first 5 minutes or so, which felt like an eternity, saying nothing to us and just staring. You might find that creepy and weird, but that was sort of the point. Like, why is that creepy and weird to simply look at us when class started? We were all super uncomfortable. But then one of the assignments he gave us in that class was to watch TV for 30 minutes. Well, that's amazing, right? Get this, the TV has to be off. And then we have to write about our experience. That felt like the longest 30 minutes ever, when if it was like my favorite TV show, for example, it would have probably felt like the fastest 30 minutes ever. I say all this to stress how difficult it really is to do nothing. Now with cell phones, it's super easy to distract ourselves. Our attention spans have suffered because of it. I'm not saying I'm any better, but it is something I realize. Slowing down is almost certainly good for us, but it's not easy. And if it's something you'd like to get better at, doing nothing for even just 1 minute is a practice worth trying. It's quite enlightening. So thank you to Courtney for the reminder. Thank you for being here and listening and learning along with me. Couldn't do it without you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.